No, I'm not one of those coffee snobs where I'm like, oh, I love cherry coffee. You know, or I can't taste the difference between coffee. I'm very, very easy. I will go into anywhere and be like, I'll just have a latte and it will taste the same to me. That's my coffee order. Let me know if you have something really specific down below in the comments, because I know people can only drink coffee a certain way. And listen, I'm not someone who's gonna judge if you get like a frappuccino or like if you like an instant coffee. Anything's good for me. Coffee is one of those things that people seem to have this pent up rage about if you order it wrong, or if they're like, oh, that's not what you should like. It's like, just calm down. And also the price of coffee at the moment is like, no, it's insane. I'd rather just have anything. Honestly, just give me some instant coffee and I'm fine. Okay, so this is Katie. She had, oh, I look very green. She had this to say.
If you live in Nashville and you know what prickly pear coffee is, I'm gonna do a little experiment real quick, just so you can be pissed off with me, okay? They have these thing called split cups, okay? I usually get a refresher from them. It's like give or take $5 or $6 for a refresher. The split cup is supposed to be 2 full drinks. She goes to...
That's not, I can see that now, that's not 2 full drinks. That's like half one drink and half another drink. Not half and half, I mean half one drink, half, that's not even one drink.
Ring it up. It's so you could try 2 different flavors. She goes to ring it up and it's like $12 and some change. And I go, wait, is that for 1 drink? And she's like, yeah, because it's 2 drinks. I was like, oh, it's 2 full drinks. And she was like, yeah. I was like, okay, I'll try it. Because like I'm making a video anyway. I was like, whatever, I'll try it. I was like, I'm going to do something when I get home after I drink them. I'm going to put it in a venti Starbucks cup because this is what I usually get, like my refreshers. This cup is $6. If I get a venti refresher, it's usually about $6 and some odd change, right? This was $12. This is not full all the way with water because there's no ice in this. They put ice in it when they give you a refresher. Venti, Starbucks cup. $6 and some change when I get a refresher. Look at this.
I mean, to be fair, they probably fill it half up with ice to here, so that would be the same.
Add ice to that. That's just as much as you get in a split cup thing for half of the price. I'm never going to prickly pear again. I'm so irritated about it. This doesn't matter. Like, this is...
$12 for a drink in general, I don't care what it is insane. Even for an alcoholic beverage, I think is crazy. That's wild.
There's people dying. I understand. I'm just saying. So that you have the knowledge that I have, maybe don't get the split cup things from prickly pear. Anyway, now you can see the video that I was like planning on posting and being like, oh, I love these. They're so cute. There's this place called Prickly Pear Coffee that has a split cup coffee cup. So essentially if you want 2 drinks and they don't go together, you can get them split. Like you can get 1 of each drink. I'm going to do that right now because they have refreshers and I want to try 2 flavors. But you can do it with coffee and like try tea, whatever.
Where does she live? That is so dead in the street. I want to live there. It looks dead. There was not another human.
She said it was $12 because it's like 2 full drinks, but I don't know. I'm gonna test.
Oh, that cup is kind of annoying. I thought they would have put that cup in, because what if you squeeze it too hard at the bottom and it...
But I'm gonna actually pour them into like regular cups and see how much it is. But strawberry icing is so good. You need to put lemonade in them. Dragon fruit. So I'm beefing with my local coffee company and they blocked me because I posted a video that was like, hey, I really like this drink. It's a good drink actually, but it's $12. And that's insane because it's not coffee and it has no caffeine. It's actually just what they call a refresher, which has no caffeine, and it is just juice. And I posted my video being like, hey, this is insane because I'm getting about 16 to 20 ounces of liquid for $12 and it has no caffeine in it and you don't have to make it. It's a pre-made mixture that they do.
That is crazy. I mean, I think that's crazy. Even if it was coffee, that would be crazy to me.
Just pour into the cup and add either water or lemonade. And they commented this response.
So they said it's $10 because we have to make 2 separate drinks. If it was $12, you likely added a different milk, extra shot, etc. That is also the same amount you would get in a venti, if not less. I think they meant to say yet less, because they would add ice. So you had this experience. Sorry you had this experience. We are so disappointed. Glad you liked the drink.
And they said it's $10. No, it's not, babe. It's not $10. It was $12 plus. If it was $12, you likely added different milk, extra shot, etc. Hey, did you watch the video? Because
you added milk into your refresher? Into your juice?
I added a refresher. That's not coffee. I didn't add anything. It's juice. That is also the same amount you would get in a venti, if not less, because they would add ice. You also added ice. That's a crazy thing to say. Second of all, there were people that commented and they're like, if you went to Starbucks and you got two grandes, you would get it would be $12 too. And I want to say something so true, bestie.
That's
If I went
true.
to Starbucks and I got their grande, which is 16 ounces, I would pay about $12 for two of them. Prickly Pear's drinks are, they say in their own comments, 12 ounces. So I'm already getting less liquid. And the two 16-ounce drinks I would get from Starbucks, they would have caffeine in them. So for the same amount, I'd be getting more drink at Starbucks with caffeine. Okay? Anyway, after they blocked me,
Does caffeine cost more?
then everybody went to their videos and they were commenting on them and they were like, this is an insane way to handle a response to a video that said your drink was good, but it's just a little bit overpriced. Blocking her is insane. Also, you
Blocking is insane. I don't think the comment was, though, but blocking
could have
is,
just
yeah.
been like, oh my god, we're so sorry that our employee misspoke. Like, whatever, we'd love to have you back to make this right. And I might have even deleted my video. And then they unblocked me because everybody was in their comment section. They have yet to really say anything to me. They've not DM'd me or anything. And I would really probably would have just, like, that video probably wouldn't have just popped off if they just didn't respond. I don't really know, but I have a real job to do. So, Prickly Pear Coffee, I hope you have a great day. I don't think you're gonna. But, your refreshers are good though, low-key.
Okay, the prickly coffee place had something to physically say too.
There's a video going around talking about how we are scamming people with the price of our split cups. And I wanted to just explain on the back end about
So many people film in their car. And it's like not even quiet, it's so loud in your car.
the pricing of these cups and also why I responded the way that I did. I'm reading my notes here so I can tell you the exact pricing. The first part of this is I'm not mad. Everyone has a right to their opinion. There's no hate towards the girl who made this video. I blocked her because honestly, my phone was blowing up with hate comments and it has already been honestly like some of the hardest, like the last 6 weeks have just been brutal in business.
I get that, but also that doesn't fix the problem of the hate comments, does it? Because they're still going to find you.
And personal, and so I apologize if that was perceived as rude or immature. It may have been all those things. I was not in a place to be able to receive these hate comments and let it roll off my back. She has been unblocked because I am no longer on our TikTok. Someone else has taken that over. Next, and the most important part as far as the price breakdown, the split cups are two 12-ounce drinks. So I never want to come across as lying to our customers and saying they're full-size drinks. They're two 12-ounce drinks. In total, that is 24 ounces of whatever drink you choose. They were designed to be half matcha, half coffee. That's how we post about them. That's how we advertise them. And so what you decide to put on either side is totally up to you. But the goal and intention is that they would be half matcha, half coffee. That's what the pricing is based off of. These cups are
But then, sorry, no, but then wouldn't you change that depending on the drink? You change it accordingly, no? Is that not easy to do?
$1.18 each, including 2 straws, so this makes it over $1 more than our large 24-ounce ice cups. The milk can range anywhere from 35 cents to 77 cents, depending on the milk choice, and because our syrups are house-made, I'm sorry, I'm struggling to get through this, it can be anywhere from 10 cents to 82 cents, depending on what you're adding. If matcha is on the other side, it is 43 cents for the matcha in that split cup. If you're going to get the exact order that was in the video of the split cups, it's $3 per side because of the lemonade, so it's $6 total. It's not as good as a deal if you are doing refreshers rather than doing the coffee and the matcha. So to talk about profit margin specifically, the profit margin for half coffee, half matcha is 40%. For the order in the video, it's 50%, which is still below average. That profit margin goes towards paying employees and keeping the lights on. I also make nothing from owning Prickly. I don't take a salary. I am just paid as able based on how the months go. So it is not like there is, this 50% markup going straight to my pocket. No, it is truly just to keep the lights on, to pay our employees fairly, and to try to exist in a market that is ever evolving. At the end of the day, everyone spends their money differently. We are thankful for any way or shape you may choose to support us, but if that is not how you are comfortable spending your money, we totally understand that as well. I appreciate your taking your time to watch this video.
See, I actually don't see a problem with either way that this was dealt with. I do think, though, what would have been better is if the prickly place was like, okay, somebody's criticized our product in a way that seems kind of fair to them. This is what they're thinking. They're thinking, oh, I'm paying this much, but I'm getting this much. Great time to go on social media, make a video, and be like, this is how we do it. Here's the product. Here's this. This is why this and this. It was actually made to be matcha coffee. Show that off as well. You know what I mean? Whereas I think when brands come across, I mean, people always forget there are real people behind some companies, like the individual in this video. So you need to bear in mind that people are always going to see your brand as, oh, you are a brand, you are a company. So leaving comments where, you know, there's no real face to the comment, or blocking people is never a good sign. Is never a good sign. Yeah, I guess a good sign, but it's never a good choice to make.
We have reached out to Katie and apologized and refunded her drinks, and she acknowledged that and said thank you for that. I did not respond well. I got defensive, and I completely own that. I haven't been on the TikTok, but I've been hearing that there are good suggestions as well, and so we've taken those suggestions just as far as advertising goes and writing.
Is she referring to the video we just watched about being defensive? I didn't take that as defensive. I took that as we're explaining the literal numbers and this is how it works. No? Is that considered defensive?
In the description, like, hey, this is priced for a coffee and a matcha, and our team, as people are ordering, or will probably recommend that to you as well if this is priced for that. It really is just so sad to see people capitalizing on that and capitalizing on hurting a small business, on directly coming after me for my mental health. You know, as a woman-owned business, I would expect that we would encourage each other. At the end of the day,
people need to stop using this. We're women-owned business. Like, it's great. We've discussed before. Small businesses owned by any minority group should be put into the spotlight. Owned by women, LGBTQIA+, Black-owned businesses should be put more into the spotlight because there aren't enough bigger brands like this. But we can't expect that to be a reason why people should support us. People do not care who you are majority of the time. I do. Personally, I care who owns a business. But again, speaking from the broader spectrum of things, people aren't going to be like, oh no, it's a women-owned business, I shouldn't have this opinion, or I shouldn't say this, or I shouldn't fight back. They don't care. So we need to stop thinking that this is something that is going to protect us from people having certain opinions, because it doesn't.
I hate that the prices have to be what they are as well. I posted a video on this actually recently about how hard it was for me to raise prices, but that we had to if we wanted to keep the doors open. So yeah, I mean, it sucks. It just does. I understand not wanting to spend that much money. I do. And with all due respect, you don't have to spend that money. I get it. You know, we have to pick and choose where we spend our money. I totally get it. Yeah, I don't really have much to say because I don't think what I say is going to be liked.
But I also don't think what she's done is anything horrific. She gave us the figures of why things need to be certain prices. I'm not sure why they didn't price down the refreshers version, but she gave us facts. Now what? What's left to argue? I don't understand why this should be affecting people as much that they're like, oh, you should shut down, all this kind of stuff. She gave us the figures, okay?
And so what I will say is it's just sad to see the way we're tearing each other down. That's kind of all I have to give.
We have one more little situation, but you're going to have to let me know what you think of this one, because I'm like, okay, it's not that terrible. Drinks are expensive. I know it's annoying, but don't buy it. Don't buy it also. This is Diane, and she has been pretty much cancelled over on social media because of her drinks order.
Day 1, day 2, day 3, still no coffee for me. How do you guys think I'm gonna like the coffee in Rome? Someone told us about this cute little coffee shop, so I'm actually gonna give it a try. So I go to order. I'm like, hello sir, I'm from Florida. I like Dunkin' coffee. Can you make a 5 and 5? Light and sweet?
A what?
He's like, huh? I'm like, a small hot, 5 and 5.
Not everywhere has Dunkin'. We don't have it here. I think there's one up north, but it's very like, no one knows what the fuck that is.
He didn't understand what I'm saying, so
Yeah,
he's gonna
I don't
try to
understand what
figure
you're
out what a 5 and 5 is. I said just light and sweet. So he
What does that mean? Light and sweet? Do you mean like loads of milk? With loads of sugar?
hands me the coffee and the cream, and I'm like, what is this? I'm like, is there sugar? And he's like, no, and he points to the sugar packets. I'm like, bro, doesn't coffee hit different when somebody else makes it for you?
What?
So I said, okay, let me stir it up and see how I did, and it's still looking too dark for me. I'm gonna be open-minded and taste it, and it's still too strong, not sweet enough. It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be though. So I'm gonna take my coffee on the run with me, and I think Dunkin' is watching me and they curse me because I spilt it everywhere. It's a no for me, guys.
Sorry, Diane, honey. You can't go somewhere, another country or whatever, using lingo from a brand that doesn't exist in a lot of other countries and say what did he call it? A 5 and 5. That means nothing to anyone apart from people who work and are customers for Dunkin'. That makes literally 0 sense to me at all. Even if you went, oh, light and sweet. I mean, okay, so you want it extra milky and you want loads of sugar in it. If your order is that specific and you're going to coffee shops like that small one that make what people might consider real coffee, I'm doing air quotes. Now, I personally don't like that kind of coffee either. I want my coffee to be extra sweet and extra light also. If it's not the color of the palm of my hand, it's too hot for me. I know, that's disgusting. It's how I have my tea too. Sorry to all the English people. But if you are that picky, you are going to have to make half of it yourself. You know what I mean? Maybe ask for a bigger cup. But you can't go up to a barista in Rome and be like, can I have a 5 and 5? I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Annoying. That's annoying, actually. Let's see what people have to say. So Ash says, what the ever-loving fuck is a 5 and 5? Diane says, a 5 and 5 is an ever-loving fucking small hot coffee with 5 cream and 5 sugar. Thank you for making me laugh. Oh, okay. So listen, cream is very much an American thing. Pretty much. Maybe in some other European countries, but the ones I've been to, not really. We don't have creamer in the UK. We have this is hurting my ears. A reminder to never buy these headphones if you're ever wondering what I'm wearing. These are verbose something, they're awful. We have Coffee Mate in powder form, but we don't have all those creamers like you have. We can order them from like TikTok shop and stuff, but we don't have those. So again, it's that assumption that everything exists everywhere. First time out of the US, this was put in the question mark. No one here has ever heard of that before. Also, 5 cream of 5 sugar is insane. Don't say you like coffee. That's not coffee anymore. First time, sweetie. No. 5 cream and 5 sugar isn't insane. It's delish. It is. I mean, I'm not going to judge you. Like I said before, like, I don't judge you. No one uses creamer for coffee outside the US. I mean, I do. I'm outside the US, but... You don't like coffee, you like milky sugar with caffeine. Well, okay then, I agree. And I do too. Imagine going to Italy wanting Dunkin' Donuts. This is pure rage bait. This is so embarrassing. Did you really expect everyone to automatically know what a 5 and 5 is when that's not even an actual coffee type? Yeah, it's really, really strange. I think that's really unusual. Yeah, that's a very strange... Listen, I do think people give people in the US a lot of flack for never leaving the US. A lot of people do also. But, you know, as somebody who used to live there and has explored it a lot, every state is like a new country. So if you don't want to leave, you don't really have to. But this video doesn't really do much for those, you know, in terms of defending those people that are like, oh, you can tell you've never left the country. You know what I'm saying, Diane? All right, let me know your opinions down below. I'm going to make myself a 5 and 5, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.